Hello and welcome to the basic sections of the Photoshop tutorial, and in this one I'll only be telling you the basic features which are like commonly needed and which I will be using normally. And in this one I don't have a reward at the end, that is the final image, because this one is only for the basic, just a quick look around the Photoshop things. So how about we just get started. First of all, when you just boot up your Photoshop, you can see that this thing pops up, the first section. Next thing we will do is create new, or you could just go to file, create new, control N for the shortcut. All the shortcuts will be available here, like you could see the names which are the shortcuts. Now in this one here you can just select the width, here you can select the height. It's already set on 1920 into 1080, which is actually what you call the full HD, and these are the orientation if you want to just switch it, so you could see, but I wanted in the landscape way. Resolution is how much pixels are there. I don't know how to explain this, it's just DPI, I think. That's how much depth per inch, but it's depending on what you're using, this should be high. For example, for printing images on t-shirts and all, this should be high. So obviously this thing are RGB colors and all. I think you guys can just know about this. And one thing is, you could just click here and you could just save it by naming something and then save preset, and then you could just go here and you could just save it. You could see I already have multiple of mine, so I'll just go into full HD, create one, and this is the layout which you see. Looks kinda like what you call like overwhelming in first if you have never used an After Effects project, not After Effects but Adobe products, but it's quite easy. You don't even need to use most of it. You only work on like 20-10%, something like that at sometimes. So you could see this is the section where we will be having these toolbars. I can just left click here, right click to actually show more options, or you could just hold it, and you could see every single one of them have a letter here. So like M, L, if you could see I've selected this thing, but if I press V, it switches to that one. So that's one thing. If you hover, it also gives you a small like tutorial kind of thing. I don't know if it should be available in 2021. Now one thing you could see is I can scroll in and out. My scroll wheel's a bit broken, so it just goes much more higher than I needed. But one thing to do that is go to edit, preference, go to interface. It's not enabled by default, by the way. So in general, okay, I need to remember where it is. I haven't done it for so much time. So let's just see. Okay, in tools, yep, in tools you could see zoom with crosshair. I like to keep it enabled, and also enable over scroll. It's much more helpful, because if you don't enable over scroll, it would be stuck in this one and you cannot zoom more like this, and you cannot zoom out like this. You cannot, it will only be stuck here, and you could only zoom like this much. I don't know, I don't remember how much it is, but just enable it so that you could like work more freely by zooming in and out. If you want specific heights or something, you could just like enter something here and it can do that. Here it is just things like that. You could see there's an hand, you could do and just move it, but the shortcut is just holding space. If you want to add something, I don't know if there's an easy like a section here, because everyone just does this, that is hold the image and then drag it in. Takes time, press enter, and you're done. You could see it is entered here. We will this is the layers section, and to explain layers in an easier way, it's just this section is lower, this section is above. So if I add, let's say, a solid red color and a solid blue color like this, and let me do this. You guys don't need to remember every single thing from this one, at least for now. Now what I've done is I've made this section. Yeah, this would be like harder to understand if I do it that way, but I'll just make a section here, make it red. Now you could see that this section, red section, is sorry, is above this image. You could see, but let's say I want it to be below this image, so I just drag it down. You see the way it shows here is the same, it will be shown here. As this section is down or below this one, it will be shown below this one. and if this was above, it will be shown above this one. Pretty easy, right? Then this is a tool section, like I said, and you will also obviously get different options here depending on what you have selected. Could see, okay, I selected, I think, text, so it takes time to load the text. And if you have enabled the properties, which you can obviously do from here, it will be not obviously, but it will be enabled. But you could see properties and more settings here if you want, and every section you select will have more properties here. For example, if I use brush tool, this is the new layer section, so you could see why is it lagging, okay, for some reason the Photoshop decided to lag on me. Now you could see more different options pop up depending on what you do. Depending on a circle and stuff, more different options will be showing here. So let me just delete it. One thing is, you could just drag it here to create a duplicate. You could press Control Shift D, not Control Shift D, sorry, Control Shift J, Control J, sorry, Control J to make a duplicate. I just do this thing, drag it, and you could also do this with deleting and stuff. So I'll slowly get into it, okay? And you get more options here if you have enabled it. For example, if I enable channel, okay, no, channels are always enabled here. What should I enable? Let's enable characters, and you could see it also gets here. You could just dock it out by just simply dragging it out, and you could just place it however you want. I like to keep them simple in this way. If you press D, it resets this, or you could just simply click here, reverse this, but I just press D or X to like reverse this colors. This is called foreground, this is called background. Yeah, and then one more shortcut I will show you guys is, let me just change the foreground color. Let's say I selected this marquee tool, I drag it, and I've created a new layer, okay? Always make sure to work in new layers. So I've created this new layer right here, and this way what happens is, let's say I made this image, or not this thing, this color, let's say, and I was making another section here. Let's say I was making something with the black color. I don't know, what should I make? Okay, this is looking weird. Okay, let me just make some kind of like eyes. I keep making something weird. Let's not do that. Okay, I'll just make it like this. But now I'm like, oh, it was on this section, but I don't want it here. And I cannot even delete it now. You could see if I just use the eraser tool, it also erases that thing. And I made that a mistake couple times. I just forget to work in new layers. But what I will do is create a new layer and then make a black one here. This way I can just move it. I can just see if I don't like something or not. Let's just close it, delete it, and also like keep it above or bottom depending on what you want. So always make sure to work in different layers depending on what you want to do. So let's see the transform tools which we use commonly. So I just press Ctrl T, and then you could just do this. Okay, one more thing I need to tell you guys. For me, it is control. Okay, let me just work with this. Let's say I've made multiple dots like this. If I press Ctrl Z, it does this. It like undoes one time and redoes one time. But for you guys, I think it would be different. For you guys, it would be Ctrl Alt Z, I think, if by default. For me, Ctrl Alt Z is like undoing multiple times, and Ctrl Shift Z is this thing. But because I made the settings use the the older version things. Because in all older versions it was Ctrl Alt Z, but they decided to make it Ctrl Z for like latest versions. So I think you should go with that only, because in future this might be removed. So Ctrl Z for like this thing. You could also check your shortcuts here. You see every shortcut is here. Okay, about Ctrl T. So Ctrl T, or you could just go here and click on free transform. And with Ctrl T, for me, it is, if I just drag it down, it doesn't do equally. But for you guys, if you do this, it will actually be like this. If you are not using the older controls, I would suggest not using it, because I think Photoshop will discontinue it in future. So it's better to just do it. I just use it to get get the familiar feeling which I'm with, but I think you shouldn't do that, because in future they might remove it. So Control T, and if you want to do this thing, you have to hold Shift. But for like the newer versions, but for me, it's this is how I do to like make sure it is completely same size, same ratio. One thing is, if you press Alt while doing that, you could see it centers from middle. Instead of doing from the edge, it centers from middle. So those are the shortcuts. Also, if you right click, you get more options: scale, skew, distort. And you could also go here, transform, and see that these same options are there. I'm thinking what else is needed for the basic ones. One simple thing I'll show you guys is, let me just make a solid color. If I want it to be in the center, I can just press Ctrl A. You could see all this. In Photoshop, anything that's shown in dotted lines is something that is getting selected. So I just press Ctrl A to select all. Then if I go to the move tool and this thing selected, I can just move it to the center. You could see I pressed wrong key. Okay, there we go. But let's say if I want it to be shown in this thing center, okay, which is also the same. So how about we just move it? So I can just select it by going select load selection, and you could see it is getting selected. Or I can just hold Control, see my mouse changes to this icon, and then it also selects. And then you could select the thing which you want it to be in the middle, and then see it's in the middle. Also, if you want, you could have like different things, this thing this way, depending on how you want it. I think that's all for the basic things. Just dragging in the toolbars are here and stuff like that, but I think it's better to just go forward and have some reward to do it. So yeah, how about we guys start it in the next video.